Shalom, shalom. Let's start by giving all praises, glory, and honor to the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. My name is Brother Park from the Camp Prophets of Babylon, down here in Tampa Bay, Florida. And I want to give the artists, elders, and apostles who great millstone who teach you well. Peace and blessings to hopeful elect to the ones listening in. And I want to get into a quick lesson on this article the elder posted. Remnant saved 144. All right. And the article says ICE receives more than 150,000 applications to join ICE law enforcement after announcing 50,000 sign-on bonus and loan forgiveness. All right. And as I, seen this article, one of the first things I thought of is, how quick Jake will sell us out, man. How quick Jake is going to be ready to sell us out. Because you got a lot of immigrants, which is mostly Northern Kingdom, all right? Mostly Northern Kingdom. You got some Southern Kingdom, but mostly Northern Kingdom, all right, that are undocumented here in America, the United States, all right? And a lot of those Jakes, they haven't really done anything, man, or they haven't really offended Jake or anything in such ways, but Jake is still ready to sell them out, all right? And best believe most of those numbers is from Jake, all right? Then you probably have some of the, those racist ass Edomites, some heathens, all right? But I truly believe most of those applications is from Jake, all right? Because Jake will be ready to sell out his own brother, man, okay? And that's the part of the curses. It just shows how cursed we are. So you have, the Northern Kingdom, all right, those immigrants, those undocumented, people who live here, all right, they're ready to sell them out, get a job to, at ICE, to deport them, for a 50,000 sign-on bonus and a loan forgiveness, and these people done nothing to them. So how much more when they put, brothers' faces up, all right? And, you know how people are offended of the prophets. And they hate the prophets and they feel like, we've, ruined their fun here, basically. How much more will they sell us out, man? How much more would they try to turn Jake in and seek out Jake and call you? That's why, your friends and your family are still in the world, man. All right. And that day, you want no contact with them. All right. Shit, you barely even want contact with them now, but, but, in that day for sure, you want no contact with Jake, man. Because Jake will try to call you all friendly and junk. Whole time they tracking you down, ready to, sell you out or ready to, take you up until, Satan to deliver you to death. All right. Nowadays, you may have your family or your friends that'll come around every now and then, or people you knew in the world you grew up with and come around, check up on you. Yeah, it's cool. But in that day, man, when all hell pop off, man, they call you, man. Or they try to hit you up, or they try to find you, or trying to get a hold of you, man, you might want to ignore them niggas, man. All right? Because they know, Jake know what we do, man. Okay? Your family knows, your friends knows, and then when it comes to the point where they start getting offered a lump sum of money, all right? And then you already barely talk to them now, so they have no problem with selling you out at that time, man. Okay, this is Luke chapter 21 verse 16. It says, and ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. All right, so it's going to become a time of betrayal. All right, family, friends, people you have love for. All right, will be ready to sell you out in that day quickly. Okay, once they see the price that's on your head. All right, once they see these devils, what these devils go give them in return, Jake gonna be seeking you out, man. You gonna have Jake seek you out for answers. And you gonna have Jake seek you out to put you to death, man. And that's the truth of it. That's the times we're coming into. That's what brothers be telling brothers. Is that prepare yourself, man. Prepare yourself for that day. Know what you're a part of. Know what you're coming into. All right, coming to times where your family ain't gonna be your family, man. The family you have, it's gonna be the family. It's gonna be the brothers, man. That's doing the works. Okay, it's gonna be the brothers that's serving the Lord with you, the ones that believe. Okay, and even that, you may have brothers of the gospel. All right, you gonna have Judas goats, man. All right, that's of the gospel, but they will betray you and turn against you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to be able to prepare for. And we got to understand that. We just hope that we don't be a Judas. All right, we pray that the Lord don't put that spirit upon us. We pray that the Lord that be none of our lots. All right, but that's how it's going to be, man. Seeing this article, that's what it instantly made me think of, bro. Because if Jake, ready to sell out, people they barely know, and then for 50,000 and a loan forgiveness, how much more the prophet, that everyone have became a witness to. Everyone knows the prophets. Everyone knows who the Israelites are, and what we preach and what the truth is, and they all heard it, man. And especially in that time, they gonna have heard it before, seen it before, heard a reference of it, been told about it. All right. So once these devils come down, demonizing us, so it's already gonna be false accusations and false, narratives, put against us. On top of that, they're gonna put a bounty on brother's head. So let's be real, man. Who can you trust, man? All right. Besides the brethren that sincerely seek the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, who can you trust in this world? All right, the answer is none. Okay, because a lot of them are going to try to betray you. All right, a lot of people are going to be able to are going to try to come with you to gain your trust. All right, but that's where the discernment comes in at, because they will try to come with you to gain your trust, but end up betraying you in the end. All right. Unless the Lord put a spirit on somebody to, help you out, amongst your walk or amongst that in that day, because the Lord's gonna do that. The Lord's gonna put a certain spirit on certain people. Okay, give this to my prophet. Next thing you know, they're giving you food. They don't know why they're giving it to you. They're just giving it to you. All right, but that's because the Lord's gonna put that spirit on people, man. It says. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren, and kinsfolks and friends. And some of you shall they cause to be put to death, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. All right, so we're going to be hated of all men. They're going to revile us, all right, and hate us for the Lord's name's sake, for who we preach, the truth, for the truth we bring out, the gospel we spread. We're going to be hated, man. All right. And we're already hated now. But it's going to be spread nationally. All right. To hate the prophets. If a prophet is in your neighborhood, persecute him. If he's in your city, persecute him. Find him. Deliver him up unto Satan. Deliver him up unto death. That's why it says, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. So some brothers, they're going to cause, to be put to death. because some brothers may have to be martyrs, and the way they get themselves in that situation is by probably a family member, all right? Give out their whereabouts or something, you know? But ultimately, we pray that, you know, the Lord have mercy, okay? But even if we have to be martyrs, man, you know, we're willing to be martyrs for the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua because we believe in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We believe what the Lord is doing, what the Lord is about to do. We have that much trust in the Lord, all right? To the point, even if our lives are on the line, we will give it, no question. It says, "There shall not an hair of your head perish, and your patience possess ye your souls." So, hey, even with all these, you know, coming against you, all these people coming against you, not a hair in your head shall perish. All right, unless, like I said, the Lord has it to where you have to be a martyr to test your faith. All right, but other than that, not a hair on your head shall perish, man. We're not worried about what these devils are going to do, about the betrayal and all these, the persecution and things that's going to happen. We know it's going to happen, all right, and we understand that, but through our spirits, man, we ain't tripping about it, man. We ain't worried, man. We understand what's going to happen in that day, what's going to go down, all right? We truly accepted it, and we're cool with that, man. Okay, prophecy, you know, so with that mindset, you know, we know that the Lord going to take care of us, man, through that. That's the faith we have. Understanding the Lord is going to take care of us either way, man. All right? So, we trust in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. In the NLT, reading it back, verse 16 says, "Even those closest to you, your parents, brothers, relatives, and friends will betray you. They will even kill some of you. And everyone will hate you because you are my followers. But not a hair on your head shall perish." All right? So, by standing firm, you will win your soul. So, hey, man, you know, these are the times we're coming into, and it's showing you now, with, you know, we getting the image of this, or, you know, being shown this on a lower level through this whole deportation thing. All right? You know, you got ICE. You got the whole thing with ICE. They catching Jake, but now they're starting to give out, all right, money for people to volunteer to join and persecute, all right, Jake some more. Okay? And let's get that falsely accused. So imagine being falsely accused and money put on your head. All right? You think of Jake, you think your damn family gonna give a damn if you didn't do it or not? You can tell them the truth. And they can know it. Once Jake see that money on your head, man, and they gonna want to seek you out, man, to destroy you. All right? So they're able to get that money. This is 1 Peter chapter 2, I believe, verse 16. Oh, 3 and 16. It's a lot. This is 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 16. It says, "But if you do this," in the NLT, "but if you do this in a gentle and respectful way, keep your conscience clear, that if people speak against you, they will be ashamed when they see what a good life you live because you belong to Mashiach." All right. So, and then it also says, "Having a good conscience, that whereas they speak evil of you, as of evildoers, they may be ashamed that falsely accuse you in your good conversation in the Mashiach." So, you know, this I don't believe this is the one that's looking for, but even with this, man, you gotta have a good conscience, man. All right. Having a stable mind, trusting in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So even when they are speaking evil of us, calling us evildoers, falsely accusing us of our good conversation in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they're gonna be ashamed, man. In the times we're coming to where the Lord's gonna justify us, the Lord's gonna save us, they're gonna be ashamed because they falsely accused us. They spoke down upon the Lord's prophets. All right. You know, they were against us. Okay, so Salakia, I had got a phone call which ended off my screen record, but you know, ultimately, man, without everything brought out through the spirit, man, it's all hit the point, man. It all hit the point. So, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the whole full elect and the ones listening in. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to the Lord Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem Kakadash. I want to give the honors to elders and apostles, a great millstone who teach and rule well. Peace and blessings to the whole full elect. Shalom,